Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J.
I love 1090J, bro. Shout out to 1090J, bro. He that like I'll be watching his videos all the time, bro. Like, motherfuckers getting locked up and shit, bro. And 1090J, of course, he was locked up. He been in that shit, bro. He low key turned his life around, bro. He got some. How many subscribers he got? Boom, boom. You get an automatic, like, for me, baby.
And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Chirac Latin king with Down syndrome that's been charged with gunning down two people.
No, hell
with
no.
the beating of 6ix9ine down in Florida, the Latin kings have been trending across social media, and now a Latin king out of Chicago is made.
Oh hell no! These the niggas that beat 6ix9ine up, bro. You know what? I never even actually like seen that video, bro. Here we go. Get back to this. I've heard about it, like, but I never actually like checked out the video, bro. Why is that the first day that pop up? Oh, the 6ix9ine getting hoed. Yeah, let me.
Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro.
Oh hell no.
Hey, Tyler.
Wait, can I even watch this, bro? I don't know. I don't even think I could watch this, low-key. Hey, just him getting. Oh, if it's inappropriate for some viewers, bro. Ooh. I don't know the guidelines, bro. But yeah, I saw that. Like, I heard about that shit, bro. And I was like, damn. Why is this nigga going to a public gym instead of just having an own private one, like, just in the house? Does he not know he's, like, still hated by most of the world? That just seems dumb to me. Like, why does, like, he's a rapper, right? He's got to have some type of money, even money stocked up from when he was, like, really popping. You're telling me your house don't have, like, just a spare room with some workout equipment in it? Like, you had to go to a public gym? Rappers be getting themselves in, like, the most dumbest situations for no reason, bro. Like, just take 2 seconds to, like, just think.
For showing how down for the set he is. February 26, 2023, Chicago police spotted a stolen Chrysler 300 riding through the city's west side. Attempting to stop the vehicle, the Chrysler took off at a high rate of speed while officers observed an item being thrown from the car window. A brief pursuit would end when the vehicle stopped and 2 men attempted to run. Officers would fire stun guns before restraining the suspects and located a .380 caliber handgun, which was believed to have been the item thrown from the vehicle. 21-year-old Anthony Maldonado
Shit, man. It's so much things that I could say about these niggas, bro, but I don't know if I should keep the comments to myself or not. No, I'm gonna just say fuck it, bro. What the living hell is that? What, bro? I know, and I know this dude has downs, obviously, but you know what? Fuck this nigga, bro, because he's probably like a criminal, right? Like he killed people or something, right? So yeah, this nigga know what he like. Nah, bro, like. This nigga just look like, I don't know what type of shit. Like, do you even like, your shit look dry and wet at the same time. Like, that shit is like crazy to me. Dry and wet at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit look like dry as hell, like a damn tumbleweed. But the back of his hair look darker and more lush. That don't make no sense. Like,
22-year-old Nicholas Samuto.
I know those were some weak ass roast, but we gonna keep it pushing.
Be arrested at the scene and identified by the driver as the 2 suspects who fatally shot a man 16 hours earlier. Nicholas Samuto is a documented member of the Latin Kings who goes by the name Smush and is also documented or diagnosed with Down syndrome. It was 2:35 a.m. when officers arrived at the 2700 block of West 18th Street. A dead body laid in between 2 parked vehicles with gunshot wounds to the chest and head. He was identified as 22-year-old Tomas Villa, An investigation would soon learn Tomas was walking home after parking his car when he was mistaken for a member of a rival gang because of the hat he was wearing. Tomas had walked past the stolen Chrysler when Anthony opened fire from the front passenger window, causing Tomas to take cover in between two vehicles. That's when Smush got out of the back seat of the car, stood over Tomas, and fired rounds into his chest and head.
Oh yeah.
Oh
no.
The murder, but the suspects couldn't be identified.
Oh, imagine getting like just gunned down like that, bro. That's the end of your life. That's the end of your legacy. No shot, bro. Like, no, that's messed up. That's actually messed up, bro. That's why I always gotta keep. Can I? No, I don't think you can show like heaters on Twitch, but I got me a heater, bro, and I carry that bitch with me every single day of my life. Cause I mean, it's a cold world. Plus, I live in America. I can do it. If I want to, I can do it. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. We just live in a fucked up world. Make sure y'all get y'all peace, and make sure not to end up like this motherfucker right here. Please do good in school. Please pursue your dreams and just stay out of the streets, man. Please.
Detectives instead tracked the car's movements before and after the shooting with different surveillance cameras, including a liquor stores, which helped them identify the suspects. .380 caliber shell casings were found at the scene of Tomas's body, and it's believed Smush threw the .380 from the vehicle during the chase. A gunshot residue test would be conducted and positively react to Smush's red hoodie. Anthony and Smush would be charged with the stolen vehicle, resisting police, and felony murder, while the driver went uncharged. Smush would go into court where his public defender brought up his Down syndrome, saying he has mild to moderate mental and physical disabilities. The prosecution would then indict Smush on a second murder, alleging he killed a man 10 days before he killed the second.
This was unlikely to be a random shooting.
Damn, okay. I don't know. Shit, this is a bad screenshot.
Very aggressive, given the nature of the shooting.
You know, the more that I screenshot, the more ugly she looked. I was gonna call her a little bad, bro, but I don't know. Maybe her age is starting to show a little bit. And then I pause on this girl. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
I wasn't breathing anymore. He was dead already. I called the ambulance, but it was too late.
On February 16th, Illinois State Police responded to Interstate 55 just after 9:30 at night. Stadies would locate an SUV on the right side of the expressway with the driver's side rear window shot out. A pregnant woman with her 11 and 3-year-old daughters were outside of the vehicle, while her husband and their father, 28-year-old Humberto Garcia, was pronounced dead inside of the vehicle. They had just turned onto the expressway when the wife heard an explosion, believing it was a tire. She looked back and saw the window was shot out and screamed for her kids to get down. Her 11-year-old daughter shielded her 3-year-old sister as gunfire erupted, and the wife thought everything was okay until her husband lost control of the vehicle. She grabbed the wheel, guiding the SUV off to the right before putting it in park and checking on her husband. He'd been shot dead. And shortly after law enforcement arrived, she was taken to the hospital as a pregnancy precaution. Through extensive investigation, the suspected shooter's vehicle and passengers were identified, which put law enforcement's eye on King Smush. The shooting was determined to be a case of road rage, and the same investigators would later assist in his capture. So in a span of 10 days, Smush had killed 2 men, but investigators would also note that 3 years back, Smush was suspected of having killed another man.
A Chicago man has been laid to rest 1 week after he was found dead in the street in McKinley Park. His family says he was murdered, shot in the back of the head.
Like, why he wasn't in.
Bro, execution style, bro. These Chicago is really like what they call a zoo for real. Chicago is a no-go zone, bro. Like, unless you're going downtown, bro, This downtown is beautiful, by the way. Like I recommend going downtown for anybody. The nightlife is, and the nightlife can get a little rowdy, but the nightlife is cool. Downtown is cool. The beach, I saw a giant ass rat at the beach, bro. And I don't know if it was dead or alive. It was just a beach, just a regular ass beach. But it was a dead rat on the sidewalk, and that bitch was big as fuck. Nigga, I thought New York had some big rats. No, this Chicago rat was about as big as me. And I'm no small nigga. Like, it was about big as me, bro. It was like at least like 7'7". I swear to God, it was the most fattest rat like you ever see. And that motherfucker was on the ground tweaking. Like, I was like, oh hell no, I gotta go. I gotta go, bro. But Chicago is like the real bad parts of Chicago, bro. Is a no-go zone, bro.
I don't judge nobody, but you know, he was in a gang or anything.
December 30th, 2020. It was 1 a.m. in the morning when someone driving saw a man laying in the middle of the street. Police arrived on scene, observing the trauma to the man's head when an ambulance transported him to the hospital. 21-year-old Gene Cobian was pronounced dead, and while it was initially thought he'd been hit by a car, it turned out he'd been shot in the back of the head. His mother was notified her son had been executed and his car and phone were missing. 6 weeks after the murder, police arrested Smush, who was found with a bullet inside of a backpack while they were investigating a double-packed car. It turned out a witness
just a single bullet
identified him as taking part in Gene's murder. Smush was 18 at the time. This was his 17th arrest, but he was never actually charged with the murder as the case against him was weak. And it turns out he'd never actually been convicted of any crime. Facing the rest of his life in prison, King Smush is tied to 3 bodies in the city of Chicago and just may be the
like
only
he was killing
to have Down syndrome and be down for the set. Now this is one of the wildest cases I've ever heard of, and I'm not surprised it's coming out of Chicago. I would have guessed Chicago, Florida, or the Bronx.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
To hear that the Latin Kings have a no discrimination policy is wild, because I can't imagine anybody seeing somebody with Down syndrome and being like, yeah, we're gonna make him one of the guys.
Like, no, bro, like, honestly, bro, the streets will take anybody, because it's at the end of the day, it's a dying industry. It's a dying profession, bro. And yes, I call it a profession because these people see it as a profession. It's their only thing that they can get in the impoverished area. When society forces you into into you feeling like you should be secluded in this one area, this is all you're worth, this is all you do, you're going to mold to that society. You will become that society, and that society is terrible. They will take anybody. They don't care if you're deaf, blind, stupid, or dumb. The streets will take anybody, bro, because at the same time, nobody want to be in the streets, but at the same time, people feel like they have to be in the streets. It's their only outlet. It's what they feel like they can do for the time being to get to a new step. Nobody want to be in the streets for forever. That's just facts, bro. Like everybody want to level up in life, and this is what they got to do, because it's what they're melded to. It's their society. And it's fucked up because the government won't do nothing about that. They won't go into these impoverished areas and try to clean them up because 1, they're scared. 2, they're bitches. And 3, they're hoes. And 4 might be like a money issue, but still, it definitely is on the United States to fix this shit. It definitely is, bro. This man has Down syndrome, and he killed 3 people. He copped 3 bodies. They said 3 bodies. That is like unimaginable to me, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but obviously something within him is either naturally violent or his environment has trained him to be how he is. I mean, he's got 2 teardrops tatted on his face, a dollar sign, and since he was 18, he's been named in murder investigations. This man allegedly has committed 3 murders. He's only 22 years old, and he has Down syndrome. What?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
I don't mean to laugh because it's a serious, but what? Like, imagine you gotta, got killed. Nah, he got killed. Who did it? And then you see his picture. What? And one of the craziest aspects of the entire situation is it wasn't even him that snitched. Apparently, it was the driver who went unnamed, unarrested, uncharged with anything. I mean, he could have made up any story like, yo, they had the gun on me and they made me drive and this and that. But it wasn't even bruh that snitched. It wasn't Smush. It was apparently someone else. And we don't know what the fuck he's diagnosed with. But damn, this shit's crazy. Now on a serious note, I mean, it's horrible because everyone that was killed, you had a case of mistaken identity. You had a father that was killed in front of his 11 and 3-year-old daughter and his pregnant wife, his 6-month pregnant wife. And then you had some other 21-year-old kid that was going home and got shot in the back of the head. Has no idea what the fuck just happened. He's walking home and everything turns off. And apparently his head and chest were damaged to the point that they thought he was hit by a car when it turned out he was shot in the back of the head.
God.
Which I'm assuming means he was hit with a bullet big enough to do crazy damage.
Nah, if that's the case, bro, that he got hit with like some buckshot. Like a shotgun. Like that type. Cause if they're saying like it was like so damaged beyond repair, it looked like he was hit by a car, you're hit with either slug or buckshot. Like you're out of there, bro. Like that's honestly like very sad.
If it's affecting all this. If what is being alleged is true, how do you punish somebody with Down syndrome, bro? Cause it's like, can you still be held accountable? You got people that will go the mental route saying they're mentally crazy, but would that work for him? Could they put him in a general population prison yard? You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna go over there and pick up a knife and keep gangbanging? Or was he led down this direction by his family, his peers, etc.? It's hard to understand, but I would assume that an environment that's filled with violence and bloodshed, you're gonna become that if that's your influence. You're gonna get with it or fall victim. Even to the point that if you're mentally, like if you have Down syndrome and you still understand, even though you have disabilities, you still understand it's life or death out here. And he decided to pick up a gun. Man, drop y'all's thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. It's 1090J. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
W video from 1090J, bro. W video.